let's get famous. Baby, let's get rich, let's get famous. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. As for your bill, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. So as you guys know, the Baddies ATl reunion was shot last night, and let's just say Sarah took the reunion without being there. Sarah leaked, I guess, phone conversations of her and Natalie. And I have a few things to say about that. First of all, like I said, Sarah definitely set off the reunion without being there. Two, I'm kind of upset that Sarah didn't attend. I don't know who's lying or not. Sarah said that she's not attending because they're not paying her enough. And then Christina was in the car with Megan saying that Sarah's not coming because something about Black Lives Matter and that they're trying to paint Sarah as a racist.
Hey, why is Sarah not here?
Because she was scared about the whole comment that she made about the Black Lives.
Oh, so that's the only reason she didn't come?
Yeah. I feel like that's the main reason, because they were going to paint her out to look crazy.
I'm going to just take Sarah's word for it because it's Sarah that said that she's not coming, so I guess that's her reason. So those phone conversations were recorded where her and Natalie were still kind of like friends and cool. So one, I just find it kind of weird that like if y'all so cool at the time, why are you recording her? And then it's like, if you guys listen to the phone conversation, like Natalie's talking about every fucking body on the cast, everybody, and it's like, if it's a conversation, like why isn't Sarah saying anything back? So like, I don't know if the conversation is edited in Sarah's favor, like that Sarah took everything she said out and just put everything Natalie said out. But just like, I'm confused. From my understanding, Natalie was saying that Sidney's on the show just to be on the show, like she's not really doing anything, like she has no purpose, just to F with Judi. I already knew that, and I feel like Natalie does not respect Judi at all. Like, you got Judi sharing a room with Sidney. Sidney's not even a bad girl. Not on no transphobic shit, but like she wasn't on the show, like, you know. So Judi was an icon, like she should have had her own room. Like, they think Judi's like, well, I ain't gonna lie, Judi is soft, but Judi's not a fighter. Like, don't take advantage of that. Like, I feel like that's pretty fucked up. So Natalie just played the two of them.
What are you guys doing with Sidney? Trash.
Natalie picked her.
That's the first one out the door. Trash. That's why I'm just letting everybody just have their moment for a second. It's almost over. We're like 3 episodes away.
And then Natalie was talking shit about Seven and Janelle, and I find that kind of funny because Seven and Janelle both said that they're cool with Natalie, they like Natalie, and I thought Natalie felt the same way, but in the phone call, she was saying how Seven don't do shit, she always at home with her kid. Nothing's wrong with that, like, in my opinion. Like, why would you want to be home with your kids? Like, that, like, what the fuck?
That's why they're mad. That's why they're mad. Seven sits at home every day. Don't watch her story because it's boring. She sits at home. You don't ever see her go to the gym. She's rarely in the car when she's going to the grocery store. She's with Six just downstairs at the pool in her apartment complex in Miami. She's back upstairs, sitting in her living room. Like, she doesn't do anything. These girls are a joke.
And then she was talking about how Janelle been saying that she's starting a wig line for the last 4 years and that she don't do shit. All she gotta do is spend $5K on wigs and invest in it.
Like, I'm gonna let them all know. And then Janelle called me the other day, like maybe a week ago, about starting her wig line. And I said, Janelle, you told me you were starting a wig line 4 years ago. This is when I was pregnant with Journey. You told me you were starting a wig line. And then you just told me that some Nigerian guy you met in Houston gave you a whole bunch of money for the wig line, and you still didn't start it. You only need about $5,000 to order a bunch of wigs and get some cheap packaging and some thank you cards and start shipping them off. It's very simple. They're bums. And she took the money, and I think Wayne got like, I don't know, she just loves getting work done. I don't know, flying places, going to the mall and buying designer shit, whatever she could try to look cool in, to post on Instagram. Like, they don't know how to flip the money. They don't know how to hustle.
And both Seven and Janelle both replied in the comments. I'm gonna put a screenshot of that right now. The thing I'm gonna say is that Seven was saying that Natalie's saying her son's name. Her son's name was 6, by the way. So she was saying that Natalie saying 6 name was like the problem. And that she went on live with Janelle saying, oh, she could have just said, oh, Seven's child, Seven's baby.
Literally, like, sit and argue all day and then hug each other. Like, even Natalie and Judi, they was going at it all yesterday and then hanging together in the club.
Obviously, everything will be addressed at the reunion today. It's going to be addressed later on.
See, the thing about the tea that was spilled is, like, we really don't give a fuck because we kept her in business because we already knew she was going to do shit like that. But why would you say my son name? Like, and it's not even like she said, oh, her baby this, her baby that, but like, don't even say my son's name, like.
Because it's unnecessary.
Don't throw stones when your house made of glass, because I'd be the one to come shoot that motherfucker out.
In my opinion, I feel like it don't matter if she said 6 name or 7's child or 7's baby, because it's still 6 at the end of the day. Like, she's talking about your child. Like, it doesn't matter if she said, it don't matter what name she called him. Like, she's still talking about your child. Like, I didn't get why that was like the problem. And Janelle said that she never was effing with no Nigerian dude. And she was like, the only nigga that got me is God. First of all, I don't know why she called God a nigga. Let's start with that. Like, and then is Janelle, and as far as Janelle, like, I don't want to be rude, but is Janelle really a prostitute or not? Because Christina said she was, and then Christina also leaked messages with Natalie and some guy talking about having sex for money. And I'm like, Janelle claimed that's not true. I don't know who's lying. You know, everybody gonna twist the story up in their favor, so I don't know who's telling the truth, but I'm gonna just call it how I see it. Also, Seven went on live.
I gotta wear braids. Because once I'm done doing what I need to do, I'm gonna go right back up and brush my hair and come right back down. I ain't wear braids for the last bitch. Braids don't make no difference for that last bitch that I fought on my season. Ain't no braids gonna make no difference. So, I'm gonna let bitches know where they have me fucked up at. And if they say anything out of line and out of pocket, why do y'all keep asking me, am I saying something to the bitch? One, y'all don't even know that I already said something to the bitch when she tried to hug me last night. Y'all keep thinking, nobody is scared of this bitch. Let's make that very clear. I just didn't think she was dumb enough to get caught on camera doing it. I already knew she was dumb shit, and I also didn't think she was dumb enough to say my son's name. So, let's make that clear right now. Somebody called me and said, yeah, I saw y'all was standoffish. It wasn't standoffish. She just tried to hug me, and I told her, don't touch me. I'm not about to keep doing this. Oh, we talk shit about each other, and then we see each other in person, and we kikiing. No, don't touch me. And then after I told her not to touch me, she went over to Janelle like, what did I do? Don't touch me.
Yeah, I don't blame her. Like, you're talking about my child, talking about, oh, I stay home with my kid all effing day. I don't go to the gym. Like, okay. And then Natalie talks about Christina. She's like, oh, Christina's a drug addict. She used to go to rehab.
These girls have no business. There's nothing to do with them. That's why everyone's like, we guys just in the house fighting. Well, do you guys just want to do Natalie lashes all day? Or Natalie fit by paint? Because none of you guys do anything. I mean, I know Christina sings, but does Christina have a record deal? Are we going on tour to support her at her concert? Does she have a music video we're going to shoot? Does she have a budget that she's paying for? Like, she thinks Lemmy is going to pay for this stuff. He's not. I literally heard her at dinner tables ask him to sign her a Zeus record deal, and he said no, because she's on drugs. I mean, you can like somebody and you can say sounds like a great person on the phone and all this, that, and the other, but she definitely has a serious drug problem. problem. So maybe rehab first. It's really serious. Like, she's like worse than Flo, and Flo was like terrible. Like, these girls, it's giving me like you're doing bad in life vibes, not a real baddie. That's the problem.
And I just feel like that's not funny. Like, I don't think Christina's on drugs. Like, she already said that she was addicted to Molly Percocets, and that was like a couple of years ago. Like, she stopped now. I don't know why they keep dragging that on. Like, I think they keep saying that because we all know, like, Christina acts crazy. Like, Christina has a bad temper, but I don't think that's the drugs. So why do you keep saying that? Natalie also says, oh, that she's not working with Tanisha. She'll F with Tanisha. And it's just...
I'm not ever fucking with her like that again. Like, bitch, you just tried to, again, make it seem like I, like, am the one making these fake-ass faces. Like, bitch, you don't see I'm booked and busy? You didn't have time for that? I'm booked, busy. I actually have a husband. I actually have a fucking kid I have to take care of every day who's all really well taken care of. Like, what, like, girl, I don't sit in the house every day smoking weed like you, outside in the car drinking rosé, a whole bottle every day. Like, I go to the gym I just don't have time for that. Like, me and Tanisha are not even the same kind of person. I don't need to talk about her personal life. I don't care if she wants to. I doubt she'll do that because I know way too much about Tanisha too. But we're not doing that. Like, it's just like, bitch, I'm not fucking with you. Just stay the fuck over there.
It's like, Natalie, how you talking shit about the whole cast? Like, you're the EP. Like, one, that's unprofessional. And two, you was in them girls' faces at the premiere, in that house, and you wasn't saying shit. Also, back to Seven, I almost forgot. Basically, Seven said on Twitter that she felt like the show should have started off with the girls showing like how your life is after BGC, which is a good idea. Like, nothing's wrong with that. And I guess Natalie was mad, talking about, oh, that's effing stupid. We not doing that shit. She was just doing a lot. Like, I feel like she's really talking shit about Seven behind her back, which, well, obviously she is, but it's just really fake.
I had the nerve to say in a tweet last night, I think I should be EP on the show, and I would have done it like this. We could have started at all of these girls' homes and houses and followed them for... Bitch, if y'all come out here, y'all would be... In my house and Sarah's house, then we start going to y'all home? Like, half y'all... What are we talking about? Not doing that. It's just... Come on, man. It's... We have to just cough this season up. Like, this season's just a dub. I mean, I've always told them about... Listen, I across the board always said, Sarah's a hustler. She's going to, like, live a nice, lavish life. She's a single woman. She takes care of herself. Like, I always say these things. Now, I will tell these bitches, like, Sarah is going to pop the fuck off. Like, she's going to say some shit that's probably going to irritate you and get you going. But she's still, like, a flip-ass bitch. Like, I tell going into it that I was cool with Sarah. All these girls know that I'm friends with Sarah. They know we can fight, and, like, Sarah and Natalie are going to definitely link and be on the show together. Like, if that Natalie has anything to do with Sarah's coming.
And then she's talking about how Sarah's not racist and that Seven trying to paint her as a racist. Basically, when the Seven and Sarah fight happened, Seven said, oh, I fight the shit out of your white ass if you wouldn't call the police. And then Natalie's like, oh, why the F would you even say that? That's so dumb. My mama's white. She never called the police on nobody.
Never have I been like, never have I felt you were, I wouldn't be friends with you if I thought you were fucking racist. Let's just start there, okay? And Seven even said in one of her quotes, I don't think they're racist, but she does. So, right, it's like, then don't bring it up if you don't think she's racist. This is not the time to be doing that. Wait, and you... Just when we get to the reunion, I have no problem addressing the fact that, I personally do not think Sarah is a racist. Now, does Sarah say things? Does Seven say things? Does Janelle say things? All of you bitches be saying some shit that can go left or right at any moment, because a lot of the time, in the heat of arguing or in the heat of moments, you guys don't think before you speak, and that's all of us. But I know, like, I've known Sarah the longest on the stage. She's not racist. But you've all said shit. Seven, Janelle, like, we're not gonna try to depict someone's character like they're racist when each and every single one of you have offended someone in a race type of a way. And that's just it. Everyone has. Well, I mean, I like to stay away from race because that's a really, like you said, it's really touchy. I just need to say, you guys all say racist ass shit. Because my mom's white. And Seven was like, oh, because you're a white girl, you're going to call the cops. My mom ain't never called the fucking police, never in her life. So I'm just confused. Like, why would you say it? Because, like, black people call the cops on people. Like, I don't care. Like, what are you talking about, Seven? Like, that was just such an ignorant-ass comment and statement. Like, all you bitches be saying some ignorant-ass shit. But then if Sarah says one little thing, you guys call her a racist, and it's just like, why couldn't it just been an ignorant comment?
So basically, she was saying that everybody's racist in some type of way. Don't try to point Sarah out. I mean, I get what she was saying about that. I ain't gonna lie, because that kind of was racist what Seven said. Even though Seven is half white, well, she's mixed, half white, half black, but yeah. Right, so for Christina versus Janelle, Megan posted a video on her YouTube channel of like behind the scenes with her and Christina in the car. And they was talking about the Janelle situation. Christina was saying how that she felt like Janelle tried to make it seem like she was a drug addict.
So seriously though, like what's the beef with you and Janelle? Because like I was so confused. Like Janelle will call me and be like, can you talk to your friend? I would call you, you'd be like I'm good, what are you talking about? So like
that part. So Janelle, like Natalie, like I feel like she created this thing in her head where she thinks that I want to hit her. She thinks that I have beef with her. First of all, I let Janelle use my bathroom every day. My personal bathroom where we were filming. And then she would gather whatever she would see in my personal bathroom at my room and make up lies. Like, she made up a whole lie and said, I caught Christina doing something in her room. Well, what'd you catch me doing? Masturbating? Like, right. What'd you catch me doing? But I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to say you caught me doing that I opened up about. And I would say it myself. You know me not to be a fake bitch. I would have said it myself.
Right.
So you're making up a blatant lie for whatever career you're trying to create here, and it's not right. And then what she's doing is she'll call people like you and be like, oh, Christina's gonna attack me. You're making up lies, and then you're trying to make it seem like I'm the crazy one. Girl.
I totally agree. I ain't gonna lie. In the kitchen and all that shit, like, Christina was bugging, but the way Janelle made it seem like she was on like cocaine or something like that. Like, I feel like Janelle was being shady. I don't care what nobody says, she was. And the funny part is we know Janelle's not a fighter, so you think like she'll shut the fuck up, like yeah, the thing is, but I feel like she was doing a lot, like trying to be funny, and we all know Christina not with that bullshit. And Christina was saying how in the hallway Janelle was like, oh, so when you're gonna fight me? And I'm just like, Janelle, if she punch you, you're not gonna win the fight anyway, so like, just leave it alone. But honestly, I feel like all the girls got played by Natalie, and that's what really happened because she used y'all for a check. She don't really fuck with y'all. I mean, y'all shouldn't be in shock. Like, Natalie's been like that. She just care about the bag and that's it. Like, no loyalty, no nothing. So, look how she talks to Judi. Look how she treats Sarah. Like, look how she treated y'all. Like, she did y'all fucking dirty. Like, I'm sorry. I think Natalie was nervous because she braided her hair in 4 cornrows. She had on sneakers, sweatpants. And I'm just like, Natalie don't usually wear that. She usually have like a lace front with curls or something like that. So I think she was on guard because you talking shit about everybody. Somebody gonna whoop your ass. And I feel like Seven and Natalie gonna fight and Christina and Janelle gonna fight, or Christina's gonna punk Janelle or something like that. I feel like Sidney and Judi gonna argue, of course. Sidney's gonna drag it for the cameras. I feel like Tanisha not gonna do nothing. I feel like Janelle might say a line or two and that really just sit down. Like, Sidney and Judi not gonna fight. They gonna keep arguing, blah, blah, blah. Also, there was like a clip, not necessarily leaked, but there's a clip out of like them closing out the reunion, and I noticed that Seven and Christina were like on this side and everybody else was on that side. So.
Hey! We were just thanking you. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. Give it up one more time.
Yes!
Beautiful. Yes. Good job for the crew. And give it up to VH1 and WeTV.
So I'm just like, I feel like those two fought somebody on that side and they had to be pulled back because those two bitches are fucking crazy. So let's see if I was right or not. I'm gonna try to put as much clips and like receipts as possible. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I don't want to like overdo it. But if you guys want me to link down the Instagram page with all the tea, I'll do that for y'all. So get to subscribe, click the link in my bio for my Snapchat, Instagram, follow me, add me, all that. Bye.